Happy Halloween, everybody. Welcome. We'll get right into it. This is a smoke show. I certainly hope you all, if they did trick-or-treating in your area, they did it in my hometown Friday night. Hopefully it is what it is, and your kids went out and had a good time. I got the red on for for our names today, little Halloween blood color. Not to mention this is the smoke show. Let me go back over here to Discord. See if for some reason this is not working on Discord. I do not know why. It was just on. Now it's not picking up my voice at all. That is disheartening. Let me see if I leave and here. See here. That's still not working. That is strange. As well as Discord is not detecting any input from my mic. Let's fix that. Let's check. I wonder why that's I don't think I changed it. Well, maybe I'll put my settings back to normal. So we'll do that. So, but what is going on? Yes, this is the Mass Effect Trick Edition, Trick or Treat Edition. I've been playing that Death Stranding. I was going to play that a little bit later, but yeah, I got to go for my morning walk after this podcast. But yeah, so this is the smoke show. Now the Discord is open. I am in the oh hell, let me pull it back up now. It's acting up this morning. I promise you this was working fine earlier. Let's see here. Yeah, I do not know why it's I don't know. So let's try to cancel that. I do not know why that's disturbing. I do not know why. But let me just go into one that everybody has access to. Let's go to the round table. They have a public one. So I am in the round table public one. You all can just come in there. And this is a smoke show. I want my apology for saying that PlayStation was going in the wrong direction. We've seen the numbers, and we've seen the numbers, and that that action ain't matching that Jackson, son. So where the hell is my apology? I mean, you come in here, you confess your sins, everything's gonna be cool. So but yeah, go ahead and give yourself a round of applause for being here so early on in the morning. And I know some people went out last night and got that I know went ahead and got a little fun time in. But yeah, this is the smoke show. Let's see if anybody comes on in here. We had other PlayStation podcasters. Let's see here. We had other PlayStation podcasters, telling you all that Sony was going in the wrong direction, and this is going to wreck them, and this is a terrible thing, that Sony was doing. So and I'm okay, and but we're seeing the numbers, and the numbers don't jive. The numbers don't jive. And meanwhile, also you got the Xbox community wrong about the power narrative. Let's put this little story up here on the board. Let me see if I can add this story. Window capture. I think it is. Capture. Yep, that's it. That is it. And if you all didn't see this, Ghost Runner, which I haven't played, probably won't play, but this is a newer game that came out. Ghost Runner on PS5 has the edge over Xbox Series X in ray tracing and 120 FPS mode. So according to our little article here, says here that ray tracing mode Ghost Runner performs pretty rough on Microsoft's. I'm sorry, firstly on ray tracing mode, Ghost Runner performs pretty rough on Microsoft's new gen console. Now, there were different people on the RDX podcast who told you all that that this wasn't possible, and Matt's Gaming and all those guys, you know, that now they're trying to run and say, what about Guardians of the Galaxy? It has FPS drops, you know, on the PlayStation, which according to Digital Foundry it does on the first planet, but overall he said they're at least according to what I watched, they said it was pretty much the same. But then what about Alan Wake running better on the PlayStation? Alan Wake, Control, and we go on and on. Assassin's Creed, you know. So it says, you know, in ray tracing mode, it dips like a chip, drops into the 50s. But this is well below the performance on the PS5 release in this mode. Notes Digital Foundry, well below. So. But yeah, this is if there's shout out to Raj Brahma. I believe he was our 1600 sub, so I think he may be the man to put us over. So shout out to him. And yeah, closing in on that OLED. Yeah, getting closer. So looks like I'll probably be able to pull it off. I'm gonna pull the trigger probably in a couple weeks. That's the key. That is the key. What's up, Lincoln Clay? Lincoln Clay was up at 6 o'clock in the morning driving his car in VR. Unbelievable. He was up early. He's waiting on his he's supposed to be doing an unboxing today. I'll stream Mass Effect today if people want me to. So, but yeah, can somebody explain why Ghost Runner? We're a year in. I don't want to hear about the tools. I don't want to hear about optimization. Why they can optimize on one console and they act like, well, we can't do it on another console. It's complete trash. So Porter Rock is right. I mean, these guys talk cash-ish for a whole year about power. But now where's Porter Rock's apology? I mean, he deserves it. Let's see who's here. Oh, Bros, I didn't see you up there, man. Go ahead and vote if you all don't mind. Is Guardians of the Galaxy a Game of the Year contender? Gaming Nights in the House overdone. What's happening? Sam Ash, what's happening, brother? Of course, Lincoln Clay and Corey Massey. Yeah, Corey Massey's in the house always. So yeah, I'm not buying the game. It doesn't look like something I would play. It looks like a bunch of wall running, which is this is not my style. I'm not knocking it. But apparently it's performing better. And this is we're 1 year in, right? It wasn't it like a year ago next week that Sony or Microsoft announced that you could go and order their consoles and people started getting them delivered by the end of by next week. So there we go. But yeah, give you all yourselves a round of applause for coming in early this Halloween. Make sure that you went through your kids' candy, for trick or treat. So, but yeah. So what is going on with this? I need an explanation from the community. And when we go to look at Sony's numbers here, let's put them up on the screen. So window capture. Going to add a source. I have to talk myself through this. I do apologize. Oh, can't find it through that. So let's that's why. Let's do that. Let's pull this one down. Pull that down. Okay. So let's see if that worked. And yeah, this is the smoke show. You can come in through Discord and confess your sins and tell me where I'm wrong at. And again, I don't care about your feelings. Okay, I don't care what you. Oh, that's the same one we just did. There we go. We used this one the other day. So I'll go on mute, and you can come in here and tell me where I'm wrong. So. Yeah, I mean, you all's trophies aren't high enough, or your trophies weren't high enough to get the Platobot going. So that's a joke on that. Shout out to True Virgil. Yeah, I mean, you all a complete joke. You know, we're looking for everybody's trophies now. You know, we supposed to build the platinum Sony trophy hunter edition so we could go and get rid of Jim Ryan. What do they call him? Lion Jim Ryan or whatever they call him. So, yeah, where's that? You know, I got a couple of more trophies playing Death Stranding yesterday. So my trophy score has changed. So it's still, I don't think it's enough to go get Jim Ryan because I'm, you know, we're gonna demand that Jim Ryan step down after we show him our trophies and how these people have supported PlayStation since PS1 and they bought Tenchu and Metal Gear, and because they bought those games and they've been in the ecosystem so long that Sony does not need to put their games on PC. So the goal is to get the fanboys to get their trophies, show the trophies, show up at PlayStation headquarters, and then build a giant Platobot, and then go ahead and take over Sony and get rid of Jim Ryan and Herman Holtz. You know, because these guys told you they were going in the wrong direction. But again, let's look at the numbers. Do those look like numbers of the wrong direction? Okay, seriously. I mean, we talked about this the other day, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, what the hell's going on out there when they can't, you know, these are the numbers. And I mean, I don't care about their opinion. This is going to deal with the facts. We're going to deal with the projections. We're going to deal with what's being reported to the shareholders, because what's reported to the shareholders at earnings meetings is legally binding through the Securities and Exchange Commission. It's already been confirmed by independent people. So, you know, PlayStation has sold 13.4 million units globally. That's pretty good, guys. So that's their, let's just call it like it is, you know. I mean, but why? I mean, I can see that this big one up here is the first one, is when they lifted their operating income for the year by 6%. Now, had this where it says lifted, had it said they shifted down what their expectations were, then you could say that Jim and Ryan were headed in the wrong direction. I'd be 100%. I'd be like, yeah, you know what? The numbers are out. They've been in charge a year. This is not looking too good for you all. Also, the putting the games on PC, Usain Ponies got online and bragged about when Sony bought the Nexus Studio. I mean, what exactly did you all think? Well, I mean, you're a fanboy, you don't think. But when they bought Nexus Studio, it was to help them port the games. That way they don't have to, why would you outsource that? You can just do everything in-house, you know? But you all were so busy bragging because you're a fanboy, talking about, well, I mean, you know, yeah, they're buying all these studios now. They're responding to Microsoft and when they bought Bethesda. So, and it's just kind of like, all right, well, they're playing chess here. But these are the same people that, if you all don't know, in the chat, they're building a giant Platobot, and they're going to go ahead and make sure that because with great power, with great trophies comes great accountability. Yeah. So let's try this one. You know, I'm gonna have to fix my mic here. I have no idea why it's acting. So hopefully it has good sound here. So yeah, you know, I mean, where's my apology? You know, we were told that was it Persona that said that we were everything that was wrong with PlayStation. You know, didn't he say that? You know, didn't multiple people get online and say that Jim Ryan and them needed to be fired? So, you know, what we gonna do about these numbers, guys? These numbers don't lie. Men lie, women lie. You know, they don't lie. So we can see who was right and who was wrong about the direction of PlayStation. And this ain't about your feelings. You know, like I said, F your feelings. These are the numbers. So now it does say here that Sony did see the service reported 104 more million monthly active users decline for the third quarter in a row. So that's again, but in spite of that, they lifted their operation. Again, this word right here is very troublesome for you fanboys who said that they were going in the wrong direction and Jim Ryan needed to be fired. So you guys are wrong. Where's your podcast at? You know, and look, can we see the trophies at this point that you all are going to use? That you all are going to use, so that you all can stop Sony from putting games on PC. Okay, because that's where the butt hurt is. I mean, I don't know why. I saw God of War going. That game is 3 years old. It'll be 4 years old when it goes to PC. I saw what's the other one? Uncharted 4. Uncharted 4 came out in 2016. The game will be what, 6 years old. So what's the issue here? You know, if they're going in the wrong direction, then what are we doing? Said Nixus isn't porting God of War to PC. Well, that's fine, but overall, Nixus or Nexus, I'm not sure how it's. I say Nixus. If it's Nexus, so be it. The point is that that's one of the reasons. That's one of the things that studio does. So, and they bought that studio to do it. Now, I never did say that they were porting any games over. I said that not God of War. God of War is already going. And that studio just got bought like a month ago. So it is what it is. But more than likely, you'll start seeing games going over through them. That's why they're here. And it doesn't mean they won't make a new game. They may make a brand new game. They may make like a VR game or something like that. So I do know that Sony's looking to purchase some VR studios. So but I don't care about that. No, true, Virgil. Shout out to you, my man. I don't care about your feelings. So I care about the science. I care about the numbers. I care about what's tangible, and what's tangible is up there on that screen, my guy. So but they're going in the wrong direction. If I give you, how many of you all actually have stock? How many of you all understand the way companies work? You know, how they do projections, they give out sales forecasts, blah, blah, blah. So according to this SEC filing, that's this company right here, Sony, is in. If you told me that, we actually have more money to spend, we're going, I think the whole thing, they're going in the wrong direction. Is that what is Guardians of the Galaxy? So I haven't played it. Let me make that clear. But people are saying it's a Game of the Year contender, and I'm just people. For the people who have played it, go ahead and vote. Do you think it's a Game of the Year? I'm not saying it's not. Do not get me wrong. Don't put words in my mouth. I haven't played it, so I don't know. So you have small amount of stock in Sony. Okay, well, do you like that forecast? Now, that's just for PlayStation. Okay, that's not Sony as a whole, because I don't know how Sony, because it's like 3 different major divisions. So I don't know how your stock breaks down. But I personally, because I have stock in Sony, this is a good forecast for me. I like the forecast look. So it's trending up. I feel bullish, is what I would say about Sony. Okay, now I don't know why you all don't have Sony stock if you have PlayStations. That's all I can say. You all need to, go try to get you some Sony stock if you have a PlayStation, because you might as well make some money off of Sony, because you're giving them money. Yeah, I mean, you should have enough stock to offset how much you spend in their ecosystem. So, that's just a baseline suggestion. You spend $250, $300, whatever your budget is, let's say $300 on gaming, you ought to have $300 stock in that company. So, it is what it is. So the Hulk says it's not about the Hulk. I mean, if you disagree, my brother, the Discord is open. He says it's not about the stocks, to be honest with you. Fanboys do not realize that they are the minority. Fair enough. Fair. I don't disagree with that statement, so I'm in your corner on that one. I see the Hawk. We agree on more than what you think, my brother. That's all I can say. Like I said, this is a smoke show. I'm waiting on all these piss ass fanboys who told me that Sony was going in the wrong direction. And if you're an Xbox guy or gal, if you want to call yourselves that, what about the power narrative? I mean, the music died, didn't it? Singing "Bye Bye Miss American Pie." Drove a Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. I mean, what happened to the power narrative, guys? I mean, y'all not immune from the smoke show either, but you all are supposed to be coming in here giving me the smoke. You know, I'm waiting for it. I mean, like I said, I will go ahead and mute my mic, and you will have the floor on why Sony is going in the wrong direction when I'm looking at these. And you can talk like that. I'm going to keep these numbers up while you talk, and you look like an idiot, okay? So, and again, this ain't about them at this point. This is about you guys. Why the hell are you listening to those guys? I mean, that is a question only you can answer. Why are you still listening to these clowns? Okay, you see the numbers yourself right there on the screen, big and bad. Okay, so now these numbers could change in the next quarter, but as of right now, you're gonna have a hard time. And they've been, and Jim and them have been in charge a year. They've bought studios. They bought they're openly investing in studios, meaning that they've given those studios money. You're getting Knights of the Old Republic. I can't put into words how, as a Star Wars fan, and you notice if you're a Star Wars fan, I can't put into words how big that is. Okay, I can't put into words how strong that is. Everybody who knows Star Wars, everybody who knows the history of Revan, and I'm going to be doing some videos on Revan and bringing people up to speed. I'm not going to try to spoil Knights of the Old Republic, but you know, I might spoil it. I'll just have to put minor spoilers in the description when we get to that, and that will start after after Thanksgiving. I may do a Black Friday podcast, and the plan is to show you guys the games that I bought, because I'm hearing GameStop's going to do like 5 for $100 is what I'm hearing. That's what I heard. May not be true, but they may do 5 games for $100. I'm hearing Guardians of the Galaxy is only going to be like $29.99 on Black Friday. That's what I was told. May not be because it's selling so well. But I'm hearing these things. I'm hearing Madden is going to be Madden 22 is going to be $39. This is for next gen games, guys. Excuse me. Housemarque's game, the Returnal is going to be $29.99. That's what I heard. So I have to wait and see. So so yeah, I'm streaming early today because this is a smoke show and the Discord is open. So I want people who told me that Sony was going in the wrong direction. Those are your numbers. Those are your real numbers. So this is not projection. This is not, oh well, they may do this. Shout out to Jim Cramer. He was bullish on Sony. I believe he was. Just double check that if you don't mind. So the average consumer does not care if games go to PC or not. Well, again, Sony's strategy is different. There's going to be a 18-month to 24-month moratorium on most of the games. Doesn't mean it's going to be for all of them, because something called Sackboy is rumored, and I'm putting that in air quotes, to be going to PC. And again, it's called Sackboy. What? Who cares? Who cares about something called a Sackboy? I got my own sack. You know, like I said before, it's got its own boys in there. So worry about your Sackboy, and I'll worry about my Sackboy. So what's up, Dapper G? Hey, AB Media, I appreciate you swinging by. We hit 1,600 subs at some point during the night. So shout out to you and everybody being here this morning for the smoke show. You know, well, we are just smoking these Xbox and PS5 fanboys. I mean, I need to know about this power narrative as well. So, you know, I need to know this. I mean, I need to know if Sony is going in the wrong direction. I got Jim Ryan. I got even the late, great Sean Layton, who these fanboys wanted Sean Layton fired. Or not Sean Layton, but they wanted Jim Ryan fired. And they wanted Sean Layton to come back to do the same thing that Jim Ryan's doing. So, you know, it's been like that movie Tenet. They would have what they would have fired somebody in the right now and then brought somebody back from the past to do the same thing the guy in the present was going to do in the future. So, you know, it's crazy. There would have been a tenant firing. I mean, that's how stupid these guys are. So, I mean, I'm calling them stupid. You can just, I don't care if you go wake them up. I want an explanation on why Sony is going in the wrong direction here. And I'm looking at these numbers here that call you a flat out liar. So you don't know what you're talking about. And everybody knows the clowns that I'm referring to. So, Martin DS says, well, oh yeah, I answered that already. So yeah, so I don't want to hear what you think Sony might be doing. We're not doing think. This is not no blue pill podcast. Shout out to Kevin Samuels. We dealing with the science, we dealing with the paper, and we dealing with the facts. He is 100% correct. So I got Jim Ryan, I got Herman Holt saying that they're right now, as of right now, they are not going to do day and date. I mean, that's been talked about 100,000 times. I'm done talking about it. If anybody out there has the what do you want to call it, the receipts that Sony is going to do day and date, bring it on. This is a smoke show. You can come in through the Discord, even though my mic's not working. I assume yours will, and we'll go ahead and you can just show me the receipt. Okay, if not, if this is going to be what you think might happen, well, I'm sorry, I don't care about that. So, don't care what you think, care about what you know. I mean, if you truly do believe, and the monetization's off on this video. So if you want to go ahead and hit that like button for monetization, I do appreciate that. We got about 40 people in here, about 10 o'clock in the morning. You're up for your NFL. I know, getting your fantasy football teams together. I got mine ready. It's already fielded. And I got 15 likes. That's not going to be enough. I may have to do that. So yeah, 12 tea bags of power. Where are these T-flops at? And can somebody out there come into the Discord and tell me what the hell a T-flop is? I mean, the only thing that's flopping is the Series X. I'm hearing that they've sold anywhere from 6.6 to 7.7 consoles. So what it's so powerful? I mean, explain that to me with your punk asses. So, I mean, just explain it. Oh, Dawn, how you doing this morning, young lady? I'm sorry. It is in the afternoon in jolly old England. So hopefully today you go out for some fish and chips and a pint. I think that's the way the British say it. Fish and chips and a pint. So there you go. There you go. Alabama Jones, roll tide. Says, what we doing here? That's right. Yeah, you all should be getting ready for the NFL. Hey, I'm ready, my brother. I do have to go get me some trick-or-treat candy, though, because I, got to sneak in my Mr. Goodbar. But, yeah, I still got to do my walk. But, yeah, I'm fielding, man. I'm using, who did I field today? I've got, whose defense did I field? Oh, I fielded the Bengals defense against the Jets. I'm hoping that they can have a pretty good show. I won last week. I had 5 sacks. The Bengals defense got 5 sacks on Lamar Jackson. So, but this is not about Lamar Jackson and the Bengals sacks. This is about, Sony going in the wrong direction. I mean, I'm sorry, but these are your numbers. So, I mean, you can come back at me at Q3. If the Q3 numbers looking bad, you be like, hey, look, these Q3 numbers are looking bad. So, but we've got 1 year worth of numbers pretty much, and Sony's going in the right direction. So I'm just letting people know right now, anybody that has any, you kids call them receipts, that they are going day and date, just let me know. Just shoot it right there. Tell me you got it and put it in my Twitter feed, and I will put it up on the screen. I promise you I will. But till then, I'm sorry, man. You got to, not a good morning for you. So you just need to man up or woman up, put on your big boy pants or panties, whatever you wear. Some people don't put on anything. They let it fly. But, if you're going to go ahead and do that, you're just going to have to accept these are the facts right now. Okay. These are the facts, facts on the ground. That's what they would say. This is what the ground looks like. So, so your Series Z has 82 CUs. What is a Series Z? Oh man. It sounds like they're trying to move their full library to PC with PS Now. Yeah, that's what I was told, is that they're going to put PS Now on PC. I talked about that the other day. So that's that. Now that would make more sense to me because you could then play all those games native, and then they would just charge for it. They would do a similar service to Game Pass, and they would just charge for it. They say, yeah, we're going to put PS Now on PC, and PS Now's got what, over 800 games, give or take. I mean, and they would, let's take off the third party like Bethesda games because they wouldn't be there. Or I would be shocked if the Bethesda games stayed in there. So take those games out. And yeah, you got Metal Gear. You got the two you got a bunch of Metal Gear games. You got Metal Gear 4, which should be, to me, needs to be played natively. It's trash. All these games that are streamed on PS Now, I want to play those games on PC. And again, let me make this clear. They could do PS Now Ultimate or PS Now Extreme, whatever they want to call it, and say, you can have it on your PC and have it on your PlayStation. That's nothing wrong with that. They already tried to do this years ago, but they did not have the infrastructure. So I don't know why it would be a big deal. Remember, they tried to put games on PC years ago. They had to try to have them on PC. They tried to have them on tablets. They had it on phones. And they had all that earlier. And for some reason, the fanboys forgot about that. Not the gamers. Shout out to Corey Massey. Like he said, well, not Corey Massey. I think it was Andrew Wilkins who left a comment. Shout out to Andrew Wilkins. He is 100% correct. He is 100% correct because Sony was trying to put games on PC back in 2014. Where were you guys? Did your balls fall off? What happened? So, good grief. We just says PSVR possibly launching with plug-and-play adapter to become, well, now, if they did that, I would, that's what I would like to see. There's no reason for it not to be on PC. Shout out to, is it Oculus by Meta? Because Facebook has changed its name to Meta, if you all didn't know that. So, yeah, you're right. But the fact that they're doing a PSVR shows you that they're taking a risk and that they're headed in the right direction, because VR gaming is a huge risk. But I know I'm going to have one. I can't speak for you. How many of you all plan on buying a PSVR Part 2? Put a 1 in the chat if that's something you do. I'm going to put a 1 in the chat for me because I know I plan on getting one, especially if it's like the patent it says, and it's not heavy on my head. Right now, that Oculus is looking pretty nice. Or was it $299? What's up, Paul Game? So I'm not pissed off. I'm pissing on people at this morning. We were told everything that was wrong with PlayStation was through our 1600 man podcast. We know we hit 1600. Paul G, I appreciate you being here and being a member, by the way. Shout out to you and BGS and the rest of the brothers out there supporting. Soul Provider, all of y'all that come through. AB, he's over here early this morning. AB was up late at night I think he was on Art of Igbor's podcast, and he's here early in the morning. He's on coffee and jet fuel. You don't hear anybody talking about Xbox ever? Well, you need to go to the RDX podcast, who lied their asses off about the power narrative on the Xbox Series X. Lie. Like Donald Trump said about Ted Cruz, called him Lying Ted. Those guys are over there just lying. They woke up this morning. They lied to their kids, told their kids that they love them. That was a direct lie. They told their bosses they were going to come into work today. They lied to their bosses. So, they're going to take one of those T-flops and start lying about that. So where else we got here? So says PSVR on PC would be really affordable and competitive. Yeah, if it's going to go on PC, it's going to have to be. Isn't there an Oculus that's out for is it $299 or $399? I can't remember. Let's see if we can pull that up. Let's see here. We'll leave that up on the screen. That's still got my DCS. Oh, if you all want to play DCS, it's free. Just sign up for the trial, and you can do all the modules for free. Join me up there in the skies there. Shout out to DCS. They need a good campaign for their planes. That's one thing. Falcon 4.0 BMS, Benchmark Sims, does have an advantage over them when it comes to the campaigns. See here, Oculus. Oculus Quest 2. Let's see here. Oh, so one's 128 gigabytes, and so one is $299. Oh, you can get it at Walmart for $360. $360. At least according to this. So it says Oculus Quest 2 Advanced All-in-One Virtual Reality Gaming Headset. Let's see. I guess it comes in white. Oh, it has some different features on it. That's actually pretty cool. But the 128 gigabyte is, it looks like it's $299, and I guess the 256 is $399. So yeah. And the way the Oculus is, that's the way the PlayStation needs to be. The PlayStation had these horrible batteries on it that had to go, like, you had to plug it into the top of your head. And where I was in that car wreck, I can't have stuff like that. Like, I can't wear helmets and stuff like that. Like, I couldn't wear a motorcycle helmet, and I could wear a bike helmet, but I cannot, because it's fairly light, but I can't wear a motorcycle helmet. So shout out to Lincoln Clay, who donated me the PS4. It's still here, but if we get that new one, that's what I'll be using. So let's see here. What else we got here? The fanboy, Corey Matt says, fanboys didn't mind PS Now on PC playing all the games that are being offered now natively for PC, but suddenly the sky is falling because they can't troll PC. Yeah, I think that's what it is, Corey Massey, is that there's a lot of people who built their platforms on the console war. And one of the things that you could say in the console war, if you were a pony, is that, well, these games are exclusive to PlayStation and they're not on PC or Xbox. And I mean, I'm not knocking that. I get it, but now you got to talk about something else. So now Jeff B Gaming says, until Sony announces day and date in investor meeting, they're not going to do it. Yeah, Sean Layton said so in that interview with, Sean Layton is no longer there. That's what people got to remember. So it's not that Herman Holtz and Ryan and Jim Ryan couldn't change their minds, okay? But the original strategy was to not do that. And look, this earnings forecast, that earnings forecast is good, because if that was a bad forecast, then you could see day and date coming, because it'd be like, they're hemorrhaging money, stuff like that. So the quickest thing, the fastest way to get the money back into the system is to go day and date. But because they've already told their investors, and you're right about that they're going to be spending, this is how much money we're projecting to spend for the next, over the next quarter, the next 3 quarters. They have to tell us that. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I get their actual public. I mean, you can get it too. You just have to sign up for it. It's free. But I actually get their actual press releases. So, and you all can get them too. It's nothing special. You don't have to. You just go and sign up for it. And I don't get it at this point. So that's Sony. Christopher Hart, shout out to him. Sony wants that PC money game. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. But why put your games on Steam if you can build your own PC, PlayStation Direct to buy direct, and you don't have to split any profit with Steam? I don't think they're going to remove their games off of the Epic Store, because Sony has made a capital investment into Epic Games. So I think part of the capital investment is to put games over there. You see what I'm saying? So, and yes, if you're going to put VR games on, you should. If the VR, and that's why I think that the what you were saying about the I think, was it Jeff who was saying that the PC headset PC, the PSVR headset going plug and play into the PC makes more sense, okay? Because that does make more sense to me, because if you're going to be putting games on PC, you're going to be putting your VR games on PC. You see what I'm saying? And hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Hit that like button, people. So Sean Layton said he doubts day and date. You're right. You're right. Yeah, you're right. He did say that. And you have to remember that Herman Holtz and Jim Ryan are following exactly what Sean Layton said. Okay. So, that's the truth, not an opinion, not, here's what I feel. That's the truth. So that's why I'm saying to people before, I agree. Yeah, there were games playable on PC through PS Now, except you had to stream it. But the advantage Game Pass has over PS Now is that all their games are native. All their games are native. So, and that's an advantage. And now Sony can take that away, and they got more games. We all know PS Now has more games than Game Pass. This is not about who got the best games, because that's subjective. We can argue about that. Ain't nobody arguing this morning. You supposed to bring the smoke. You supposed to bring the smoke. And even right now, the studio audience is getting a little bit upset because, these guys they talked a lot of turkey, didn't they? My grandmother would say your eyes are bigger than your stomach, because here we are in their house, in their bedroom with our nuts on their tonsils saying, where are your trophies at? So you all can make your robot and go get Jim Ryan fired. Like I said, I don't have enough. I got 2 PlayStation accounts, and according to the community, I don't have enough. So I put the word out, and people were telling me how many trophies they had. I'm like, well, is that going to be enough? You all can form Voltron and a Platinum bot and and go out to Sony headquarters. That's what they're doing. If you didn't know that, Corey Massey, that's what they're doing at this point. It's pathetic. So it says Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be Game of the Year game. It's great all around. Yeah, let's go ahead and vote. That's fine. Characters, music, gameplay, and story. Well, I've heard really good things about it. I'm not saying that that's not true. I'm just simply saying that if you all think it's Game of the Year material, okay, fair enough. That's why the poll's up there. I don't have a dog in the fight. I haven't played it, so I can't vote. So that poll is kind of a gentleman's poll. Don't vote if you haven't played it. Because how the hell would you know? So, and Jim and Ryan are being pretty aggressive. They bought Housemarque. They bought Firewalker Studio. They've made capital investments in Haven and Deviation Studios. I think there was is it another one they made? Is it Fire Sprite maybe? I can't remember if that's true or not. And, they bought this other one, Blue Point. Shout out to Brittany Messina. She did say that they had already had Blue Point. You all were right about that, but remember, we don't go off of what you think. We always wait. And shout out to Brittany Messina. Yeah, I've always said, hey, they hadn't bought Blue. I said it's not official until the company says it, right? But where are these guys? Let me make sure. Somebody may be in Discord. Let's see here. No, I'm trying to move all around where you guys would be. Well, I'm in the 60 frames no lag Discord where it says game night. Now I have to tell you, my voice is not. Well, I don't know why it's not. It clearly says as well. It looks like Discord is not detecting any input from your mic. Let's fix that. So I don't know why it's not working. It's not muted or nothing like that. I don't have time to troubleshoot it. We're live. Like I said, we build it as we go. We build it as we go. Hit that like button. I want the truth here. Those are the numbers, and this is still. We've been on air for over an hour, and none of these clowns have come up, to say it. I don't want to hear, oh, it's Sunday. Oh I got to go look at my kids' Halloween candy. You should have done that last night. You come in here and you get your trick or treat right now. This is for the smoke, So Blue Point, Housemarque, Nix's, and Fire Sprite this year. Wasn't there another one? Is it Firewalker? Maybe I'm thinking of Firewalker. They made a capital investment. Is it Firewalker? I cannot remember. They made like 3 big capital investments. So, of course, the big one is Haven Studio, where Jade Raymond is. And I'm buying whatever she's selling because she's fine and she can go ahead and get it. I would take that woman out for a McRib, large fry, and I would even throw in a chocolate shake. Yes, I would pay $10 for that McRib meal. Speaking of the McRib, I went up there yesterday to get a McRib, and McDonald's is closed, talking about we don't have enough people here to take orders on the inside. You got to come to the window. Man, they were wrapped all the way around that damn restaurant. Like, I ain't got no time to be waiting like this. Somebody says they have not bought From Software. Well, they've got the Avengers game, V'ger. They can play the Avengers on Xbox. So, You know, I mean, this, so it is Firewalk. Is it Firewalker? Okay, so it's Firewalk. It's called Firewalk. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, now all three of those studios that they've partnered with, and they made it, the studio that's making Knights of the Old Republic, they've got a capital investment into them, is my understanding. That's why they're building it ground up for the PlayStation. So have to wait to see how that turns out. I'm excited about it. What's up, Gaming Despair? Oh, this is a smoke show, and I want an apology from these clowns who said that Sony was going in the wrong direction. Look at those numbers, Gaming Despair. 6%. We know they, you know, let's read it again. From Software has partnered with Tencent. Again, yeah, I'm not, yeah, From Software. I don't know why I tried to play Bloodborne and I didn't care for it. So all I did was, like I said, hit the square button. So it says here that Sony lifted its operational income forecast for the year by 6% to 9.2 billion. That's more than Tree Fitty now, following Thursday's earning report. So that right there, that lifted its operational income forecast, that's why their stock went up that same day. So it posted a $21.5 billion in revenue fiscal. Now, that's for the whole company. But it says Q2, a 13% increase year over year. So from this time, so that's up 13%. Again, if they're going in the wrong direction, this would not have increased. That alone busts your cheeks right there. That busts your cheeks right there. You can't argue with an increase. Now, if this said decrease, I would be up here saying, hey, look, the people who said A, B, C, and D, they may have been on to something. So, but over a year, Q2 to Q2, 13% increase. Now, that includes the release of a movie. They released Venom, and they've had other movie releases, I think, this year. And but $21.5 billion in revenue. So it says the results were driven by Sony's Game and Network Service segment, which saw sales jump 27% to 5.7 billion. So that division is that's the spearhead. That's the guy that's the first guy off the plane, as I like to say. So the PlayStation has sold 13.4 million units. That is in a pandemic. All right. So making it the fastest selling console in Sony's history. So again, if they're going in the wrong direction, this is not a good look for you. So you're going to have to back off saying they're going in the wrong direction. I mean, if not, your cheeks are going to get busted. I mean, it's just the way it's going to be. Yeah, those numbers are awesome. So yeah, there's Fire Sprite and Blue Point, and of course we know they bought Housemarque and Nexus Studio. They've been fairly aggressive, and so, and they're still doing PSVR. So yeah, I agree. Avengers they shouldn't have done that. That's all I can say. They shouldn't have done what they did. So luckily the people who made Guardians of the Galaxy learned from that and they moved on. So we know these bots love the first. Well, I don't know what they're loving, because I mean their whole power narrative went to shit, so it's, this is why you wait for benchmarks. You wait for the benchmarks to come out on what your game is going to be able to do. Again, remember, we're the ones who sat here and told you guys that checkerboarding wasn't going anywhere, and DRS, or dynamic range scaling on resolution, was not going anywhere. None of it was. It was going to get better, and it has. I mean, these games that are checkerboarded, again, Days Gone is one of the best looking games on PS5 that's out. Best looking, great draw distances, great depth of vision. All that looks really good, and it's because they did a better job with the checkerboarding, and they also did they did a much better job at the refresh rate. So but it's not like they said, oh, we're going to make it native 4K. They didn't have to when you have that type of upscaling technology available that the console does pretty good. So But so you're saying they made a capital investment in From Software's parent, so Tencent. Oh, okay. Well, Tencent is worth a lot of money. You know, Tencent is worth a lot of money, a lot of cheddar, as I would like to say. So it says Xbox 4K 120. What's going on this morning? What happened with the power narrative, my friend? This is a smoke show. You can you don't have to argue from the chat. That's why the Discord's open. It's wide open, like a wide receiver running down the sidelines, you know. So what happened to the power narrative? You know, I heard that 52 CUs and 12 T flops was going to be 40 to 50%. Was it 40 to 50% better? Is what didn't that what Dealer said that? Dealer Gaming said some stuff like that? Or somebody, sorry, let me take that back. Somebody on his podcast said something to that effect. I mean, what are we doing here? You know, Post Up was talking about RDNA 1.5 and it said Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm glad you all are enjoying it. The output is the range of a 5700 XT. That's an RDNA 1 card. So, so that now to me, the consoles are scalable. So you're going to see games that run like that. You know, but I think from what I've seen, the screenshots that people have taken of Guardians of the Galaxy, it's a great looking game. You all are tripping. You better get the likes up. You know, you all better get the likes up. I'm serious. So I'm going to start playing music, or y'all going to start hearing me sing some Fleetwood Mac. You all don't want to hear me sing Fleetwood Mac this early in the morning. So I haven't even had my bourbon yet because it's Sunday. I'll wait till noon and drink my bourbon. So, so Corey Matson said, it's funny how everyone is complaining about games on PS4 and no one cares about the games on PS4. Then they are upset about PS4 games on PC. Well, I don't disagree. I don't disagree. Like I said, the games I've seen going to PC are 3 years old. I mean, Days Gone went early because of it did not do the sales number it did. That's the only one that went early, and that was still, 16, 17 months. So Horizon Zero Dawn went last year, and it was 3 years old? Was it 3 years old? So again, why are people getting upset over stuff going 3 years old? I agree. It's because the fanboys were arguing with it. I mean, can you imagine building your channel on talking all this cash-ish, and then you go ahead and get your cheeks busted like this? I can't imagine what that's like. You know, I mean, that's somebody coming to your bedroom and you have to wake up to that sound, you know. So, nothing, you know, it's crazy. So, yeah, exactly. So, that's my new super chat button. If somebody does a super chat, you get one of those. Now, hopefully you all can hear that, by the way. So, Jubilee Days Gone sold about 5 million. That's not bad, but apparently that's not, again, it's not bad. But whatever number Sony had for it, you know, because that game was risky, and that is one game I've said to people, if you have a PS5, you should play it because the 60 FPS, that game really, really, really needed 60 FPS. That is one game that I could tell you needed 60 FPS. So he said Tencent is trying to buy up everything third-party game studio they can, seemingly to get personal info. Really? Well, that's interesting. That's very interesting. So, so the next big game that's a 2018 game to go over, I personally believe is Spider-Man. I think it'd go over in the summer. You know, because I'm surprised it hadn't gone. I thought it would go before God of War because the movie and the co-promotion they could do with the movie. So said that they love Hellblade on PS4. Yeah, I mean, again, Hellblade I thought was fine. I enjoyed it. You know, I'm looking forward to Hellblade Part 2, but they're talking about it still in peak pre-production. I'm like, are you kidding me? Pre-production? They showed that game over a year ago. This game should be halfway done. Guardian of the Galaxy is foolproof. It's proof the Digital Foundry and the Pixel Peepers are full. Yeah, I agree. Can't find any Can't find anyone who thought Guardians of the Galaxy looked bad until they found it was 1080p. Well, again, like I said, remember, we sat here and said 1080p wasn't going nowhere. We told you guys that it looks like a lot of these third-party developers. Now, I personally would want them to try to go to 1440p, but this was made by a third-party developer. So, okay, they're not going to give you the love and show us. They're not going to show us the love that our first-party guys do. To me, I said this, 1440p, 60, HDR, ray tracing, fine. I'm good with that. You know, especially how much budget ray tracing takes. We all know it takes a whole lot. So Returnal was another example. No complaint about how Returnal looks. Yeah, that's one of the best looking games I've seen ever. I've been playing games since 1977, 78. So it just, again, it just shows you that, again, resolution isn't graphics. You can have something at 1080p, but then bring the resolution or 1080p resolution, but have ultra graphics and it's going to look better. We've already talked about this 100 times, you know, so it is what it is. I know. So, yeah, Compost Smurf was up. Says Guardians of the Galaxy is a lot of fun. The game of the year, nah, that's not. Well, again, go ahead and vote. I'm not here to say it is or isn't because it's subjective, right? So, you know, and where's all their damn ray tracing? Again, where's Xbox's ray tracing? Okay, where's that at? You know, I mean, we got first-party games now, and they still don't have no ray tracing on their first-party games. So, is Warframe having issues? So. But Returnal won a Game of the Year award, didn't it? It won a Game of the Year. So I forgot which one it was, but congratulations to House Smart Studio. So textures and shaders give you better graphics, not resolution. Well, again, yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying, is that I'd rather have high graphic settings, and that includes the textures and the shaders. I'd rather have that, you know, in lower resolution, crank that all the way up. So that's just me though. Everybody's different, but most of Sony's games, I don't know about Microsoft's game, most of Sony's games were in mid to low graphics. Okay, not resolution. They were in mid to low graphics. Another very good looking game is one of Sony's best looking game, and I would call it a benchmark game, is The Last of Us Part 2. And Part 1, both of those games, one of those games is what, like 4K dynamic, and the other one is 1440p. You know, and when they gave us a 60 FPS upgrade, which is cool, okay, but to me, The Last of Us Part 2, in my opinion, did not need it, but I understand. I'd much rather them giving me the trigger thingies and stuff like that. That's one thing I do like about Death Stranding. When those things, or when those black dudes are trying to attack you, you actually, if they're coming from the left side of the left side of that dual sense vibrates violently, and you get more sound coming from the left side of your speaker or left side of your headset. So that's what's really cool about the dual sense. Now, the next Resident Evil game, I would have loved Resident Evil 8 to take advantage of that. I don't know if it does or not because I haven't opened the game yet. So we can turn ray tracing off anyway, and we want the frame. Well, again, I don't disagree with that. I remember I said ray tracing was not going to be as big a deal as what? HDR. So far, I'm correct, but I'm always correct. So yeah, I'm always right. This is the way it is. So their PC graphic these days. Well, I always thought that the graphics this generation was going to be the bigger leap. The frames per second and the graphics. That's what I've seen so far. Resolution, we had 4K games last generation, so a 4K game is not that big a deal anymore. So graphics, however, are. I'd rather have again, 1440p resolution game at high to ultra graphics. Now that's just little old me, okay? That's just little old me. So, but again, I mean, it looks like nobody's going to come in, so we'll close off the Discord. We'll give it another 2 minutes and see if these chicken shits show up and for give me the smoke, because this is a smoke show. So everybody who disagreed, can come on in and I'll mute my mic and you all can take off. But like I said, we've been here waiting on them for a while. I've been here since 9:45, give or take. I've been here for 1 hour. Well, I started podcasting. I had a 17 to 20 minute opening playing music. So been here an hour waiting on people. So you don't have PS Now. Well, again, PS Now, my understanding, I said this on Friday, was going to end up going to PC. Okay, just go back. I think it was my Friday show. I said PS Now will go to PC, and that's their Game Pass competitor, and they're going to call it like PS Now Ultimate if you have it on, and so therefore, if you have it on both, then what that will do is The Last of Us Part 2 is in PS Now. That would put them into, again, it's an old game. It will be when did The Last of Us Part 2 come out? Was that 19 or 18? I can't remember. It was 19, wasn't it? So hold on. Alexa, when did The Last of Us Part 2 come out?
Last of Us Part 2.
Oh, it's 2020. Okay, so that game is 2 years old next year. So yeah, go. It can go. I don't care about it. Do I have a Discord? Yeah, but it's about to close. For some reason, my mic's not working in it. So I have my own porch light one, but that is through the RGT podcast. And for some reason, that one's not even working, even if I unmute it. That disturbs me. So I'm gonna have to fix that, once I get off the air. But like I said, I gotta go and get my, drinks for the day. I gotta work tomorrow. I gotta get everything laid out. I've already got my fantasy team fielded. I gotta. The Bengals are playing the New York Jets today. Man, I listened to this New York Jets podcast or VCast. He was headed to the stadium. They're already upset. I'm like, how the hell you get this mad this early in the morning? I mean, it was like 9:20 in the morning. I'm like, my God. Or was it? No, it was 8:30. I went ahead and listened to this guy at 8:30. He was driving up to Met Stadium, MetLife or something like that the Jets play in. And he was already mad. I'm like, how are you mad? You ain't even drinking nothing yet. Just damn, we woke up mad. But I think the Jets may get the Bengals today because the Bengals should have drafted Penny Sewell, and because they got to start running the ball. Phaedra Socrates. Hey, we hit 1,600 subs according to our counter here. We hit 1,600 subs, so just letting people know. Our little dog poo podcast is we got 1,600 special forces soldiers. So. So, yeah, I have one. It's easy to jump in that way. But again, my sound wasn't, I don't know why. It was working earlier when I did the check. So, I don't know. Maybe something's canceled out. Maybe that's what it is. Something maybe canceled out. I don't know. So, because you know how this is. When you plug one thing in, it cancels out the other one. And I'm like, it's too much of a pain in the ass to keep doing that. So, says it's strange how Sony puts The Last of Us 2 on PS Now, but doesn't leave that first party game in there. Well, understand that's going to be the trade-off. Okay. It's just, it's a rental service. I got told by one of my sources. Everybody knows who my source is. Shout out to Lou Waffa. Yes. He flat said that PS Now is going to PC. And so the games that are in PS Now will be on PC. That includes The Last of Us 1 and 2 and whatever else is out there. Now, it's a rental service, and they will go ahead and leave the game in there for I don't know how long, and then they're going to pull it out. Pull it out. But with PS Now, what you're supposed to do is download the game on PS Now, and then you just have it in your library. That's how I got Assassin's Creed Odyssey, like for the millionth time. I don't have that physically. I got it on, it was on either PS Plus or PS Now. So, but that is what Sony is going to do. So, and again, I don't want to hear it when they do announce it because PS Now was already on PC. It's just, it was streaming. That's all. You know, well, it's too late to give me the smoke now. You had 1 hour to give me the smoke, and nobody showed up. You know, a bunch of piss ants. So, because you're gonna have to deal with those numbers that are up there. So, they updated PS Now to 1080p. That is true. It is 1080p. It's still trash though when you have to stream stuff. I mean, it just, you know, that may be me. I got to double check because I don't use Discord a whole lot. So, yeah, it is. That's me. I had to double check. That's me. That's who I am. So, yeah, send me that thingy, and I'll go ahead and hit the button or whatever it's called. So, yeah, but what is happening here, people? Nobody came in. Nobody, I think they knew they were wrong. The only difference between PS Now PC and PS Now console is that PC players can't download the downloadable games. Well, that is going to change because now I don't know how much the service is going to cost directly on PC, but my understanding is they're going to put PS Now on PC. So, which again, that's fine. I'm not that big a deal. So they interested in factual conversations. They moving on to the next. There you go. And it may be. They're trash. I know that. Trash. Sony's going in the wrong direction. This is wrong. Well, most consoles ever sold revised their revised up to 6%. I mean, it's just an L. I mean, just take your L. So, and look, I'm all for, look, if the numbers had come out opposite, I would be doing the same type of podcast. I'm not doing this podcast because of Sony's numbers. So, I mean, I'm not. So, the PS Now has been on PC for some time now. Yes, and it's not been native, I don't believe. That is going to change. Okay? So, but that is going to change. But and again, it's not that big a deal because you're right. It's already been on PC. They're just simply going to make it a better service. So, and then they're going to, and I don't know how much it costs on PC. I'm not here. I don't know. But I do know that they're trying to figure out a decent price. Because to me, I've always said that PS Plus and PS Now should be universal. You should just, once you get, I get it though. They're giving you a choice to only have one or the other. But for us to have them both, instead of us paying $20 a month for both services, give us both services at, $14.99. That's all. Now, if we have it on PC as well, give it to us for $12.99, at least for a year. Really interested to see the numbers on God of War PC. Well, yeah. I say it's going to sell probably about 1 million or 2, don't you? What do you think? I think what, minimum 1 million? To say that's the low. What's your high? You think it could get to 4 million maybe? I still think it's going to be 1 million one, something like that. So I thought Horizon Zero Dawn was a better game than God of War, but that's my opinion. Okay, he is not the God of War. That would be Ares. So, yeah, we did that. I read that one already. So yeah, but yeah, we tried to get our apology from the fanboys, and it did not happen. So I'm over here madder than a hornet. Actually, I'm not. Shout out to that patient in room 2 who said that. So, no, let me see if I can pull this screen up, show you all what I may be playing later today. Let me over here. That window capture. Got here. That's that up there, darn it. I still don't know why it has the. Now let's see if I can pull it up here. Oh no, sure can't, darn it. Oh, it's not working. It's canceled. Let's try it one more time, bartender. One more time. Let's see if we. here. Still won't come up. That is odd. Oh well. If you didn't know, DCS World has a, I can't call it a demo. This has a trial period. So, is poetry for emotion or passion? My opinion on that is poetry can stir both. I mean, how do you stir? You have passion is a form of an emotion. So, not a very good question if you ask me, but that's my opinion. I supported you. Totally hope you do good in school. They think God of War only sells half 500,000. Okay, they are selling at $9.99 for $49.99. Really? Yeah. The game at this point is just sitting there. You know, the game is just sitting there, not earning anything. It's just it's a cold game. You make it hot again and put it on Steam, and is it Epic? Is it on the Epic store as well? So yeah, that's fine. I mean, eventually, like I said, Sony will have their own thing and it'll just go there. So I'll have to download that. So now, like I said, I may double dip on Black Friday with Horizon Zero Dawn. I may double dip. So I don't know. No, it is what it is. So they already have data concerning torrents with Horizon, and that's the only one. Yeah, it's true. That is true. And again, Horizon, when it went to PC, it was 2 or 3 years old. And shout out to Randall Thor. I remember when he put that up on Twitter, and people went off on him. But he was correct. He was correct. So, it is what it is. That's why I try to tell people it's not that big a deal. It is what it is. Not the end of the world. You've already had it, already played it. This game was, like I said, 2 or 3 years old. So just let it go. Boycott Activision. What's up? Says you think PS Now streaming is fine. I'm the only one that doesn't have to download everything. No. I just, it's not native. I mean, I'd much rather download. If I'm going to play those games, I'd rather have them be native games. But when it goes to PC, you should be able to download it native, or stream it, at a higher rate. I've played Fallout on PC through Game Pass, and it's just much better to download the game and play the game. So then it's there, if I not a, just it is what it is. It is what it is. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Smoke Show. We've been here for quite a while, and nobody has come through to give me the smoke. That's what I thought was going to happen, but you always you get what is in Wakanda, you get to challenge Black Panther once a year, and that's what we did. So you don't expect them to have their own launcher. Yeah, that's what they're doing. So if they have their own launcher, then people will ask them for cross-buy. Well, fair enough. That's actually a good point. So, but that doesn't mean they won't do it. Yeah, you gotta try to get out of the habit of saying what they won't do. They're going to do what's best for them in the long term. Right now, they're on everybody else's launcher, and they have to, they have to go ahead and give them part of the slice, give them a slice, as Sonny Farrelly said in Grand Theft Auto Vice City. At some point, that slice is going to be like, nah, we want our own. We're going to keep everything. They don't have to go to 505 Studios. So, they don't want to have to go to 505 Studios to support their games. When that's why they bought their own studio that does that. So, but again, like I've used Sony's Blu-ray. People have asked me this: how many movies have I watched in my PS5? Like 2. I have a dedicated Blu-ray. I have a Samsung 8500D that is a 4K Blu-ray player, and that's what I use to watch Blu-rays. That's it. That's what it's for. So what's up, Fatal Sherrod? So I think by the end of 2022 they will have their own launcher, but that's we'll have to wait and see how that goes. So, you know, because it makes sense. That's why it's PlayStation PC, and that eventually is going to be their launcher. You know? Shouldn't have to pay for it twice. I don't. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, I don't. And again, I think cross buy will be there when they do it eventually. Maybe not when they first start, but when they do it, it'll be fine. And it'll be fine. I mean, I don't. You know, it's just like you can download Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 on Game Pass PC, right? But it doesn't have the support. It's only keyboard and mouse. It does not have support with the gamepad. You know, you have to actually put a mod in to get that to work. That's how I was playing it before. Then when I reset my PC or updated Windows, it always when I modded something, it always took the mod out, and I would have to go back to the person that helped me mod it, and then you know, they probably got tired of doing it, and then they announced a Legendary Edition. I was there day one, y'all know that. So the $9.99 game sell for $49.99 is $40 profit, 30% to Steam or Epic is $12. Make you holla. That makes $28 profit for, yeah. I mean, you're right. It was at 9 or 10 goes into that. So that's 10. Let's see here. Let me bring out my calculator because my math ain't too good. Let's see here. Oh, there it is. So 28. And yeah, 28. Yeah, they're making $28 a game. So that is better than putting it on, like, you know, putting it for sale. If you don't know, Resident Evil 2 is only $15 on PlayStation right now. $15. So, cross buy was a desperation move from Phil. Possibly. You know, yeah, I just think Sony is doing things because they can. Because they want to do them. Microsoft has actually had to do things because they had to do it. There's just a big difference in mentality. That's all. So, but all right, this has been the Smoke Show. Gonna get on out of here. It's 11 a.m. I've been up and I'm starting to yawn. I gotta go get me some caffeine, guys. So you all take it easy. I mean, everybody that's here, like I said, according to the counter, we hit 1,600 subs. That's about as shockingly. I'm still in shock over that. You know, so that's wild. But we're gonna get on up off here. You know. And check out J-Dub. Go follow J-Dub on Twitter. He done got some song going. Oh, what's the matter with Halo? I don't know how people do that stuff. That is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. This funny. And but go follow him and check out that song. It's like a Saturday morning Schoolhouse Rock type of cartoon that they put together. I don't know how it's just funny as hell. All right then, guys, you all take it easy. I hope your favorite team wins today. Peace.